All right, YouTube. So this is my recommendation out there for people who have heavy oil consumption and their engines are not pissing oil. Look at that, dealer filter leaking. Uh-oh, why is there glue on there? Why is there glue on there? Oh my God, there's some glue on there. Oh my God, quick lubers, we can't change the oil. His engine cover is missing also. Tell Rachel that this serpentine belt's starting to get cracked on this too. Just go up there and tell her. It's starting to crack. So, everybody out there is probably dealing with heavy oil consumption in their 50 to 100,000 mile vehicle. This can and possibly can be resolved or improved. If your cylinder walls and rings are worn out because there's internal mechanical damage, there's no fixing that other than an engine replacement or a rebuild, and nobody's rebuilding engines anymore. So here's my prescription for vehicles that are consuming engine oil, and I'm seeing this within the first 10,000 miles of cars today. And stop changing your oil every 10,000. Go to 3,000 miles. I don't care what oil you use. I don't care what your buddy says or your mechanic friend who does it. He has a toolbox with some Fisher Price tools in there, and he thinks he's God's gift to fixing cars. He's not. Every 3,000 miles from here on out. Do your own research with oil analysts out there. 3,000 mile is optimum. No longer than 5,000. No longer than 5,000. 7,500 to 10,000, your oil is garbage. So 3,000 miles, every oil change. Don't care what filter you use. Doesn't matter what kind of synthetic oil you use or synthetic blend. There is different qualities and factors and additives. Use what you can afford. You must do GDI services. You must do piston pre-soak. You must have an additive in the crankcase. And you have to do fuel injection services and use a good quality oil. So you follow that prescription. And if your throttle body's dirty, clean it. If your air filter's clogged, replace it. All this is going to improve what's going on in your situation. This guy is driving around with a gallon or a quart of oil in his car because that's how bad it is. So you're going to pre-soak the piston rings. You're going to have the spark plugs out. Replace your spark plugs. You want a fuel injection service, you want a GDI service, or an induction service of some type. And the pre-soak of the pistons. And then this is a process. It is not an overnight fix. You want an overnight fix, you're talking new engine. And then strict regiment on maintenance from there on out. Forget the 5,000 mile rule, because 5,000 is going to turn into 8 and 10 and I just went over a little. As soon as you go over a little bit and your engine oil's low, you're doomed. All right, so you got that prescription for oil consumption. If you don't already have piston, ring, and cylinder wall damage, replace the spark plugs. Pre-soak your piston rings, which is a dangerous thing to do if you're novice. You want an expert to do that. GDI, fuel injection, filters, and change your oil every 3,000 miles. And repeat this process. And if you want to know if your engine has internal damage, you're going to need to have someone go in there with a camera and rotate the engine up and down and see what's going on. There's a lot going on in this world on why you're having these issues. Thanks for watching.